anyways, hi guys.
Good morning, everyone.
Why not? Yeah,
Oh,
I was
there
just
goes your
telling
phone. Uh,
my house phone even. No, I'm not answering that.
just no.
And I'm such a freaking rookie. I still got my freaking YouTube on. Okay. Let me turn that off. Okay, so I was telling Deb whenever I went to click on to broadcast, it popped up a thing says Hangouts is going away, and it says for quick streaming try youtube.com/webcam. But it's not gonna be the same. That would be just me going on with no panel.
I know. I know. Last night, Tom was looking into a few things,
I'm gonna have to.
and he had tried something that was really good. So he's going to look into seeing how it will integrate. He can do it with YouTube.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
Hi, Hank. Hi,
Yeah,
Carol.
we tried it out last night to see if it worked, and it looked
Hey,
really good.
sister. Yeah, well, I hope so. I mean, I Carol said she heard somebody talk about Zoom. Yeah, I mean, I know that there's a few different things out there, but I'm not sure, what my computer will be able to perform. You know what I mean? I mean, my computer's been doing all right and everything, but it's old.
The
So,
one that Tom was doing last night, I think is something Appear or something like that. It's not Zoom. And the picture quality for the webcams was really good. I mean, even with this one that I have now, it wasn't as grainy, and there was very little lag, and it didn't take up that much on your computer. So he's going to look into that because he was also looking into Zoom also. But
yeah.
Zoom has like more. This new thing Appear, it looked like there was less that you needed to use, and also
So,
it wasn't as complicated. And what it did is it invited. You give the link, and then people would, I guess that you call knock to come in. There were sometimes there's like permissions or something like that, but it's like it's not a panel like on the bottom. It's just like a whole bunch of boxes of your camera.
Hey, Todd.
And it's up to 12.
Wow. Wow. Then that may be an option. So
Yeah.
it'll be just like everybody's webcam then.
Yeah, it just shows everybody's webcam, and if there's like 3 people that join, it's almost the webcams kind of do like a collage thing on the screen. So however many are there, it adjusts itself. But there's the free version allows you to have 4 people that you can join, and then there's I think a pro version that you upgrade to, and that gives you the 12. But it's like Hangouts because you can screen share.
Oh,
You can. It looks
that's
pretty
awesome.
good. So Tom's gonna look into how to integrate YouTube into that.
Yeah, that would be good actually.
Why is Todd in the chat?
I don't know, Todd. Why are you in the chat? Are you on the road?
Oh, he is. He's on vacation.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's why I was like, "Hi, Todd." Where are you at right now, Todd? I want to know.
And today, oh, I love that mug. I had a mug just like that, and I dropped it, and it broke.
Crap.
Yeah. And today is Nikki's 26th wedding anniversary.
Isn't her birthday sometime tomorrow, or isn't it tomorrow?
Yes, I think it's tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Thursday, yes. And today's their anniversary.
Oh, well, happy anniversary, Nikki, and happy birthday tomorrow if I don't get to see you. Fixing to get on the Gettysburg tour bus. Oh, that's awesome, Todd.
Oh, that's like on my bucket list to go to Gettysburg.
I want to do that too. I think that. And Valerie's playing with Play-Doh. You know, it's been probably freaking 15, 20 years since I played with Play-Doh.
And you know what's really funny though is I can like it's same with me. I think even longer. I can smell it. I'll never forget the
Mm-hmm.
smell of Play-Doh.
Mm-hmm. Hey there, Liz. Good morning. Yeah, Carol, I sent you a link if you want to come in to your email. Um, yeah, I I need to get I'm either going to like flee from this state or I'm just going to go on vacation somewhere. But I don't know. Like, I've been having weird dreams and kind of like premonition type dreams. Um, so I'm hoping that it happens because it's good premonitions.
Oh,
So
good.
but you know what? I got to work towards it.
Yeah.
That's one you can't make your dreams come true unless you do, you try.
Yeah, they don't fall in your lap. And if they do fall
Mm-mm.
in your lap, kind of think twice about it.
Have fun, Todd and Gwen, and pop back in whenever you can. I hope you guys have fun and be safe. Love you guys. Um, oh, Carol has a doctor's appointment today. That's
Oh,
what I did yesterday.
yeah, Kathy has one today. She was saying that
Oh,
it's like a all day thing of tests and
oh my
crap.
gosh. Yep. Valerie says, yep, you got to make things happen. Yeah. And it's like, I understand. I understand that I got to make things happen, that I got to, make my own dreams come true. Literally. It's so crazy because I don't know if I want to say anything. And,
Don't say anything yet.
and so it's been funny. It's been really funny. And yeah, so if anything happens, I'll let you guys know. I'll say I dreamed about this. um, it was. I'll tell you one thing is really weird. Like I seen you in the hangouts, and I got up and went and got me a cup of coffee and went outside and smoked. And while I was smoking, I was thinking about this mug, and I actually dreamed, or not dreamed, but like I had a thought about dropping it and it cracking like all over the floor. And then you said that.
Yeah, and you know what? That was my favorite mug, and it actually was funny because it really wasn't. It kind of wasn't a mug. It was more it like one of those FTD flower arrangements. It,
Uh-huh.
it was like it's big, and that's what it had come in. And
Hmm.
I had bought it on Macari. I think I paid like $8 free shipping. And I was like, oh my God, I love this because my brother Chuck always says, have a nice day, but he says it kind of funky.
Uh-huh.
And I just love the happy face. And I broke it. I took it out of the dishwasher and I went to bring it over to the counter to have my coffee and it just fell out of my hands. And I was like, ah,
Like, why would I even think about that?
I
You
don't
know
know.
what I mean? Like, why why would that even come into my mind? Hi, Maggie. I got this from what's her it's Yvonne.
Oh, yes, Yvonne, yes. I forgot
Flippin', what's her name? Flippin' Yvonne or
Oh, you mean I know who you mean. Oh, the one that sells clothes, right? Yvonne.
She sells clothes
yeah.
and she's got long blonde hair.
I know exactly who you mean. What the heck?
Yeah.
She has like a thrifting. I know she's flipping.
Not flipping easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just called her Flippin' Yvonne. Thrifty Rich. That's what her name is. Thrifty Rich. Carol says, think about me winning the lottery, Sally. Okay, I will. If any good can come of it, I'm all for it,
Just
I'm
don't
just
don't drop that mug.
No, I won't. I won't. I mean, it takes a lot for me to drop a mug. If I don't think I've done that in a very long time, actually. Yeah, she's in Colorado. Yep.
When I start dropping things, I try to keep away from everything that's breakable that day. Like if I drop a fork or a napkin or something, I'm like, that's it. I can't touch anything that's breakable.
Yeah, you're just gonna be on a roll from there.
Yeah, that's
it. Yeah, Valerie, whenever you posted those pictures yesterday of oh my gosh. I mean, they're all so cute and all the kids are cute, but freaking Kyrie Sue sitting there getting her nails done. Oh my God. I was dying. I was like, she is so freaking adorable. I was like, I just can't. She's too cute. And then like the next picture I see, I was like hearting everyone. And then the next picture I see is they're all sitting at the table and she has a freaking Happy Meal box on her head. I was dying laughing. Oh my God, those kids. That is too hilarious. I see you. What's wrong? Can you not walk today? Can you see? How's your eye? Oh, it's a little swollen. A little black. He actually had surgery on his eye yesterday in the room, like in the doctor's office.
Mm-hmm.
But it was surgery. And so
good morning, Tom.
Good morning,
today. Hi, Tom.
Good morning, Sally.
How you doing?
Doing good. I like your hat.
Thanks. I got this from the Bridget.
I like that.
It's got all the Harry Potter peoples on it.
Yeah. Stand still. Be still.
I was showing you.
There's Harry. There's Ron. There's Hermione.
The Harry Potter chibis.
Okay. You're good now. I was just looking for the
Hey there,
back.
Cindy. Why? Cindy, I haven't sent the coupons out yet. I'm going to do it today. I have to go get stamps because I don't have any stamps. After I got your address yesterday, I'm like, oh, okay, I can send them. Well, I didn't have any stamps, so I'm gonna have to. I don't keep stamps anymore. I don't send anything usually, by stamps. So, and I thought I had some because I had some for the longest time, but I guess I just used them.
Yeah, I'm the same way because the only thing I use them for is like birthday cards.
Yeah.
And because I pay all my bills online.
But I got it all ready to go. I just have to send it out. I'll get it out there today to you. Yeah, so he had a long old appointment yesterday and that was scary. It was they cut him up. So, but he should be fine after that heals and everything with his eye, except, they said that he might get scar tissue or something, under his eyelid. So he might have to like have injections or something to soften the tissue or something. So
I look terrible this morning.
oh, you look fine.
I literally at like 2 minutes at 8:58, I got out of bed.
Well, you know what my plan was to wake up at 3 because I have to work tonight. And the last time that I did this, I was supposed to wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and then stay up until, after the show and then go back to bed. Well, I didn't wake up at 3. I did wake up at 3, but I went back to sleep. It's like, I'm not doing this right now. I can sleep right now. Why am I going to get up? If I want to sleep, I'm going to sleep. Well, I slept freaking 10 hours.
Well, you don't have to do this, Sally. One of us can do it.
Oh, no, it's not even about the show. Like, I don't have any problems doing the show, but like, I was supposed to wake up at 3 because I have to work tonight at 8.
Right.
And so now I'm not going to want to go to sleep.
Your body must have needed that 10 hours, though.
I don't know, but it seems like it's getting to a point to where that's my regular if I'm off work. It's like I don't want to get up. I'll just stay in bed or I'll get up and then I'll see what time it is and I'm like, nope, it's not time yet. I'm going back to sleep. How you doing today, Maggie?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Hanging in there. I've got these little stuffed animals, which I know nothing about stuffed animals. They're called puffkins. Are they
Puffkins?
Puffkins. Are they like Beanie Babies that aren't worth a dime?
Let me see.
Just started to look at them.
Oh, can you put it up a little bit more because I can't see it. Oh, so it's just.
And that's the tag.
I don't recognize that name.
No.
So it might have just been something out of maybe one of those games, the claw games.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's anything that comes up.
Just a knockoff of.
There, Glenn. Oh. There's one that's bent. Do you see a date on there?
The date on this one is 1994.
94?
Yeah, it's like it doesn't like have a name or anything.
Yeah, there's some other ones that are listed with the date of 94 on there. I don't know if she is I don't know if she's doing that tonight or
Morning, Glenn.
is it tonight she's going out?
Are you meeting up with her?
Yeah, they're only getting like 9. There was one that went for $16.20 with $7.78 shipping.
It might be worth listing. Maybe I have a little. Maybe I list them in a lot.
Yeah, if you got that, I would do that. If you had a bunch of them, just throw them in a lot, and then look at comps just to check because there's some that are selling for more than others, but they're mostly going for around $5 plus shipping. So like 5, so like 12 with free shipping. But
yeah, maybe I'll lot them up. I didn't
You
put,
sold your pan? What? Oh, your pan. How much did it go for? She's talking about her.
good morning, Tim. Morning, Glenn. What pan is she talking about?
She had that. What is that? Uh, oh God, dang it. Uh, it's a frying pan, but it's that one brand.
Oh,
The
I
cast
can't.
iron? Is it a cast iron
No,
pan? No.
cast iron. Yeah, the
Griswold.
Griswold.
Lodge?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
What'd you get for it, sis? Yeah, because she was kind of thinking that she wasn't going to get as much as what she
Hope.
originally thought. So, I think she paid $50 for it, and she got it from like the yard sale. Oh, she got 100 plus shipping. Well, awesome.
That's great.
That is really good.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, it's always kind of scary. Like nowadays, I can't even freaking find anything on the yard sale things on Facebook. I can't even find anything that I can make money on. It's like everybody's looking at eBay first and then deciding that, their stuff is worth so much money. And and so you can't even freaking make anything on it. Yeah, if you have a striped one, Maggie, I think there was a black and white striped one that went for like 16 or something plus shipping.
No, we have this little. I wish they had names on them. They don't have names on them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one's called Petey. Petey. I'll have to look inside. Yeah, I'll look them up individually. I said Winky. Here's Winky.
Yeah.
Winky. Yeah. I
That's
didn't
good.
have them for nothing, so if they're not worth anything, I'll just dish them.
Yeah, so I haven't done any sourcing here lately. I didn't need to. I have all that stuff over there on the couch still yet to list, and a bunch of stuff behind me.
I have so much stuff.
Well, yeah, Valerie. At least you doubled your money. That's nope. I mean, that's a no-brainer, but it's kind of scary whenever you buy something like that and you don't, if the solds are all over the place, and you don't know what you're going to get out of it, go for the gusto. Yeah, so I was thinking that we were going to go to Dollar General yesterday, but after his appointment and stuff, I was like, no, he's not going to be up for that.
Yeah.
So
Did you know when you went that they were actually going to do some kind of procedure?
no, he thought it was just for consultation, and so he was not prepared for that. But he wanted to get it done, but he was like, during the whole thing, he's like, this isn't working. I could feel everything you're doing. And, and so the doctor would try to numb him up again. And so like, after he was completely done, Brandon's like, oh great, now I'm numb. Like, of course you are.
Well, wow.
Holy moly, Valerie.
She'll go home for a week and ship everything, and then she'll head out again.
I know. She's like, I have enough money to go on another vacation. Yeah, I mean, my sales have been okay the last couple of days, and then yesterday, it was just not good. I I had one sale in the morning, and then after a couple hours, that one canceled.
Oh,
And then I had another sale, and that one canceled.
wow.
I was like, that's just great. That is lovely. Hopefully I can get this ball rolling again, you know?
I only have one going out today. I didn't do any listing over the weekend, so
Because she's partying all weekend with her kids.
I was.
That sounds fun.
The oldest one had to cut her off one time, said, Mom, I think you've had enough.
Yeah,
Oh,
now Valerie, she's got the Texas fever, so she wants to move right now. So she's talking about moving again, and which is fine, which I mean, you're gonna do it eventually anyway, so why not sooner? You know, if you get the chance to, I think I'd do it. Liz says I have 8 going out but can't retire yet. No doubt. Yep, Texas is calling her. She is raring to go. She wants to be. That's where her heart is.
She wants to be where it's 105.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You know, I can take the cold a lot, but the super cold better than I can the super hot, because I can always keep putting on clothes.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, I'm gonna end up arrested in the hot, you know, the super hot area.
Just gonna keep taking off her clothes, huh?
Mr. Hutch, what are you wearing? Oh, sunscreen, 100 PSI or whatever it is, sunscreen. That's it, baby.
When I'm hot though too, that's what I do is I just take off the layers. She says, and I can find an air conditioner. Glenn says the green room meetup is this week in Austin, Texas.
Well, Chick is back in North Carolina, so
Yeah, and then she's going to Cali.
yeah. And then she's going to Kansas, and I guess she's going to start packing.
Yeah. No, she's got to sell a lot before she starts doing that. But she could do it. She's got a plan. She's got a plan to get rid of a lot of. Oh, she says she thinks Texas Valerie's going with her sister to that meetup.
oh, okay. You have to be a member of the green room, I think.
I think
Rankin's been on the road for a week headed that direction, I think. He was doing. He did one. I saw one of them. He did where he had left home and was thrifting as he goes to that meetup.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Valerie says she has a written plan to make it work.
Yeah.
That means she's on her way.
Do you have a date on those plans? Because if you don't have it dated, it don't make any good. It don't make it any good. Lord have mercy. Wake up.
It's kind of hard to date when you're going to sell, you know, date when you're going to sell this or date how much you're going to, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of hard, but you know, she might. I'm not sure.
Well, she needs her a date to when I'm going to be in Texas on this date. And then she'll get off the road.
Yeah. Oh, she has a date. Or I don't have a date yet, but when I do, I ain't telling no one.
Oh.
Well, poo on you. Poo on you. Poo on you. Poor Jim and Tara. They're still moving stuff.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think they got like two more big loads to go, and then they can stay down there.
Oh man. So they're pretty much a month, almost a month and a half behind their plan.
Yeah, they've got to be out of their house, I think she said, by the end of July.
Yeah, but they were planning on just like I think they were planning on being down there in May.
Well, it was gonna be at least after Brandon got out of school.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they had some truck issues and just some weather issues and that kind of thing that's just got them behind. But they're just about there. Now it'll be easier that Brandon's not out of school, not in school, and they can just come and go. But like she said, if she's down there, she hadn't got internet yet, so she can't work from down there. And
yeah, and she's not going to have internet in two different spots.
Yeah, so she's got to find out about that while she's down there.
Yeah, she may change her mind here in a little bit when she's down there a little bit more or something, and she can see it's worth it.
Did you look at any places while you were down there, Valerie?
Well, she fell in love with the town. I know that.
Did you find you a cowboy down there? Hello, Mister. He walks over to her, ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. The spurs are rattling. You're a fine looking little filly there.
She told me that there's really not anybody that wears Wrangler and cowboy boots. I mean, the places that they were at, you just didn't see it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they went to the rodeo or something like that, they'd probably see more of that. But, it's just like anywhere else, like there's some places here you can go and you can find a lot of Wranglers and cowboy boots. Yeah, she knows what town she wants to live in.
Well, good. Good.
But she's got people looking for places and stuff for her too. So
Texas Valerie's probably got her a list already, because apparently she really had a good time while she was down there.
Well, yeah.
So everybody's gonna start moving to Texas instead of Alabama.
How has sales been for y'all?
It's been at least one a day. And they've been running in the $20 price range, which I have been listing. I just haven't. I've been trying to get some done this week, and I'm making headway on that, but I've just been preoccupied with every damn thing else.
Yep.
And that's one of the things about this business. It's not like you get up in the morning, you get dressed, and you go someplace and you work all day. And then at 5 o'clock, you close the doors and you go home. This way, a kid gets done with school early, needs to be picked up. you get in the car and you go. Or you decide you don't want this for supper, so you go get in the car and you go to the grocery store. Or where did all this damn laundry come from? I mean,
Yeah.
laundry. It's just one, too many interruptions are available. Boyfriends call and come riding over on Harleys, I mean, interruptions.
Wow. Liz says whenever she moved to Tennessee, she knew no one there, never even visited, just jumped. We stayed in an RV park until I decided what area I wanted to live in. Wow. That takes guts, girl.
It really does. I don't think I would have the guts to do that.
Yeah, I at least visited here one time before we moved. And then but in Oklahoma I didn't. I wish I would have, but I moved to Oklahoma at one point too, and that didn't last long. Well, that's awesome, Liz. She says it was the right move. My gut told me to go, and I did. Where were you living before then? Where were you living before then? Ugh, sorry. Deb was telling me about that thing that you found that might be a good replacement for Google Hangouts.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I did some more research on it last night. I'm waiting for a response from the people. I can't find where it will interface with YouTube. So if it won't interface with YouTube, then that's not going to work.
Right.
So I'm also loaded. I started looking at another one last night, and I'm gonna probably go ahead and get it for a month, and so I can get access to the free version. Doesn't have the YouTube interface. You have to get the paid version. So I might get a paid version to see if it works.
So does it have the same kind of thing to where you all just like join in as webcams?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I got to the point of loading it last night, and then that was about it.
Yeah.
So I'll have more answers later on.
Okay. Yeah, I seen it as soon as I went to click broadcast.
Right.
It said something about Google Hangouts is ending and a good what did it say? Something about try streaming with
webcam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that last night, and all it does, I did not see where it would give you an option to invite people into the group with you. It was more like just you. Like when you do your which is pretty good if you're just doing like when you're doing a haul video or a sale video and you're going to do it live. You just hit that button and go.
Right.
And then fill out all the other stuff afterwards.
Well, I think it's kind of stupid on YouTube's part to take away that take the other way, because it does create a different thing for people that want to, that want to do Hangouts. If you want to say, well, if people are doing things or saying things that isn't allowed, like how they were saying that they didn't want people that aren't monetized to be able to go live or whatever. If you want to do that, take some time and have your robots go through it and make sure that there's no violence or whatever, or hate speech or whatever. You know, have your robots go through it. Why not? You know, before you have it uploaded.
The problem with the robots is that well, first of all, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think I think YouTube is wanting to go in a different direction, and they're just alienating. I mean, people with 2 million subscribers, and their videos will get 300,000 hits within a week. They're doing a lot of stuff to really get those people to start thinking about other places to put their videos. And there's really not one. There are some options out there, but there's not really any that really compares with YouTube. And so I think it's going to come back and haunt them. But they're robots. They're robots. They don't need to be using the robots because it's everything takes everything literal, and it demonetizes a lot of people.
True. I don't think that. I mean, I think that the robots maybe sometimes don't pick up on the right things, and but like as far as like music and stuff like that, whenever you don't get demonetized for that, they just send you a thing saying, you don't have to take this video down or anything. It can stay like this or whatever.
Because I got one of those. I couldn't even hear the damn music in the background. I did one where I was speed thrifting. I was going to pick up my son, and I had to go by 2 or 3 thrift stores, and so I just ran in there and was in and out, just doing a quick brief because I'm not normally over on that part of the county, and I had to go back and turn the music wide open, or the volume wide open to find the music, but yeah, there was some music in there, so I just went in there and edited the music out of that part of it, but,
right.
Yeah, it's super sensitive. I'll say that about stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we're just gonna have to find something else that we can, use along with YouTube and make it work.
And I'm wondering whether they're wanting to get rid of a bunch of small time. People that just do hangouts.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really doing, probably never going to get to monetization rate, but they're still burning up a lot of hard drive space with hangouts. And I'm wondering whether they're, I'm wondering whether they're trying to get them out, because how many people are going to go out and spend $18 a month for something to be able to do that kind of hangout?
Frankie says,
yeah, go ahead.
So Frankie says Google announced that its Google Hangout service is shutting down for G Suite customers in October 2019, but it will be replaced by Hangouts Chat and Hangouts Meet. So maybe they're going to roll something else out. Oh, but that's for their G Suite customers, right?
And I think the G Suite customers are like business,
right?
A paid subscription type thing. I don't know that. I haven't looked at that. So
it is a paid thing.
But that thing I was using last night, to be able to do more than 4 people in a room would be like $10 a month. But it was so clean and so efficient. It's like you always have the same. It's called Appear, APPEAR.IN. You always have the same room, so people can always keep the same. People can keep, like my regular panel. People could keep the same link, and they could hop in. you can lock. You could throw the link over into the chat, but you have the door locked. So if if trolls try to get in there, you've got to let them in there. So if you don't know them, you won't let them in. But it works off it works off your web browser. You're not having to do any kind of special app or anything like that. And Nikki was coming off of her cell phone in the truck last night, and she was as clear as the bell.
Oh, and it kind of buffers out a lot of noise too.
Yeah.
Like normally, like when Nikki's in her truck, you hear everything. You didn't hear that much. And then even I had my air conditioning on to test it out, and it wasn't too loud.
But it was I mean, that's it. You just hit the link and you go right into the room. If you're like already selected to go in that room, as far as it looked like you could create a list of people that you wanted to come in. But I like the door lock on it. That way you're not giving out links. I mean, having to give out, like if Glenn was wanting to come in or Landshark, I don't have to you don't have to send them a separate link or anything like that. You can just throw it in the door. I mean, in the chat, and then when they knock on the door, which is what they call it, then you just let them in.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was so clean and so easy to use, and I just hope to have a interface with YouTube.
Now, is that Google? Is that Google Meet?
Google Meet and Google Chat are apparently programs that are part of this G Suite thing. So, but it doesn't look like there's any kind of a YouTube component to it. So you might have to.
Good morning, Craig.
Yeah, hi, Craig.
So pricing is basic. Pricing is $6 per month per user.
Per user?
Yeah. But it doesn't look like there's any kind of YouTube component with it. It's just video. It's just conferencing, video conferencing.
Right. I mean, that's what all of these are. They're meant for video conferencing, and I don't know. Let me see if I got a response for them last night or this morning. I don't know what was wrong with me this morning. I just did not want. I got up and fixed Roberta's lunch and sent her on her merry way, and then I laid back down and went back to sleep.
Google Chat looks like chat rooms and such. Yeah, because see, a lot of people use this for business.
Yeah.
Use Google Hangouts for business.
Right.
And they're not really needing to record or anything like that either.
Right.
So this article I'm reading says one drawback of using YouTube webcam is that it supports only one camera.
Okay.
The other possible option could be setting up the live control room using an encoder that allows live streaming. I don't even know what the heck that means. Whatever the live control room is. Create a live stream in live control room. Look into that, Tom. Streaming being an encoder lets you do more with your live stream. You can broadcast your gameplay, use external audio video hardware, involve multiple cameras, and more. But you need to set up an encoder.
Anyway, I was playing around with it last night with Appear, and there's somebody always.
Oh yeah.
There's always somebody in that daggum Facebook chat. So I figured I could get somebody come in there and let's check it, test it out. And it didn't seem to load. That one did not seem to load up the system at all.
I just clicked on this. It says, how do you watch multiple cameras on YouTube? Adding an additional camera. Create your event as you normally would. On the ingestion settings tab, click add a camera. You can add up to 6. Add a unique thumbnail and title for your camera. You can create a custom camera name for your main camera by clicking on the main camera tab. Click save. Which I don't know if that would work the same as live streaming or what. Oh, we'll just have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Have to.
Craig has been, and some of his buddies have been looking at it, into it too. Biggest thing is not get ready to go live one day and you don't have
Right.
You don't have the ability to do it.
Yeah.
And honestly, if that Appear, if it would interface with if it interfaces with YouTube, I would have it tomorrow, tomorrow night, or for my next live, I would have it.
Right. Yeah.
And at some point or another, they were talking about they had the ability to do that, but that's all they said. They didn't say whether it was still like a hidden feature or what. But I told them that there'd be a lot of people that would probably go to it because it's a real clean system. So have to see. These damn people just can't leave anything alone. I was perfectly happy with Windows 3.11.
Hi, Lori.
Hello.
Hey, Lori.
Howdy. How's everybody today?
Good.
Doing good.
Good.
I'm going to do some listening. So we can hit the yard sales this weekend. I mean, we would hit the yard sales anyway, but
Yeah.
I feel less guilty. I'll do some listing. All right. These little things are so cute. Shame they're not working.
Let's see what's this. Now that. Let's see.
This is the best pen, and it was given to me. I went to pick up some food at a Charlie's, and the server that helped me, she handed me this to sign the receipt. And I said, "Oh, that's a good. I like this pen." She said, "Well, keep it." I said, "I don't want to take your pen," and it's something that the church gives out. But that is the best pen. It feels so good in your hand.
Oh, I love pen. I have a pen fetish.
Me too.
If I find a nice pen, it's like, oh my god, it's mine.
I love pens. Now, it has to be just the right thickness. It has to be just the right, it glides over the paper. Yeah.
That's like Teresa brought these home from the nursing home, and they already have like the little fat thing on them, and they write really, really well. So I was like, oh, I love them. So she brought me a whole bag full of them.
I've been using these Pentel Energel with gel pens. They're just right. So
now
nice.
my favorite pen is the Pilot pen, and it looks like you can see the ink in them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They have like purple and green, and they're really nice. I got them way back when I worked at Gent, and I confiscated a box of each color.
I love to write in color. I don't like just a plain black.
And then the old-fashioned ones from the 80s where you got to click it with 4 different colors.
Oh,
like red, black, green, and I forget what the other one is. Blue. Yeah, I got a few of those.
Yeah,
I love pens. Gel, any kind of pen. As long as it writes good and feels good, I love them. And paper. I'm always buying paper I buy paper and notebooks and.
My son Sasha collects pens, and he's got a dang box of them in there. So if we go someplace, if we forget, we didn't pick Sasha up anything. Oh, I got the pen out of the room or whatnot. He's like, oh my, he's happy with that. That's what he collects.
Please.
I like the little pens the bank gives away. They write really nice. It's like, oh, can I have one of these? Every time I go in the bank, I get a pen. Teresa's like, how many of those do you need? I said, you can never have too many pens. I said, because whenever you need a pen, you can't find one. So, but you can always go in my office and find a pen.
Especially in this house. Hey, Blood, how you doing, dude?
Pens and lighters disappear like crazy in my house.
Well, we don't smoke around here, so we don't have a problem with lighters. And I got a big box of matches up on the fireplace when it gets a little cool, and I want to throw a log in the fireplace.
Mm-hmm. You know what I was just thinking? But whenever you do Facebook Messenger, you can add. I don't even know how many people you can add, but you can add a whole bunch of people to Facebook Messenger. So if we have to, we'll get Carol on Facebook, Facebook one way or another, and we'll all just do a messenger, even if we can't record it.
But you can't.
We'll do something.
Yeah. Somebody will have to step up to the plate. I think it's used for it, not for somebody.
Yeah, they do video conferencing through YouTube without Google Hangouts, so there's got to be another way.
Maybe through this this thing that I posted in the side, Google. YouTube. Did I say it was
Google? What was it? Chat or Google Meet?
Live control room.
Live control.
something to look into.
Because I was just reading up on that Zoom, and of course I clicked the link, and I started talking, but I don't know how easy it would be. But they did video conferencing before the Google Hangouts with YouTube, so there's got to be a way, to incorporate what we do into something like that.
Right.
Well,
Whether or not they have chat options, I don't know. Maybe that'd be something we'd have to figure out how to add.
Zoom works the same way. I mean, it goes.
That's what I was just looking at.
It feeds to the
YouTube Live.
The YouTube Live, but I'm not sure. I believe Craig said something about it. It might be a case though where everybody's feeding through. Like if I was running running Zoom, everybody is actually filtering through my computer, and then the video feed is coming only from my computer to YouTube. To YouTube. I'm not sure about that, which means that you're going to have to have a hell of a computer. If you're going to have a bunch of people on there. Do what?
I said, hi, Mary. I know where you were at this morning. For the last hour. You were probably watching Handmaid's Tale. Because I thought about it as soon as I got up, too. I'm like, do I have no time to watch Handmaid's Tale? Nope. I better just forget about it for right now.
But I haven't felt that one, and I probably won't.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah. See, Valerie says it. Oh, my God, it was so good. Yeah, that's why I was supposed to wake up at 3, so I could watch my Handmaid's Tale and then, have a little time to wake up. And, Mary said she was sleeping.
And Chick Breaker says, oh my God, it was so good.
I don't watch any of it.
You want something good to watch? That's the thing right there. It's on Hulu.
I'm still watching. What's it called?
What do you watch?
Survivor.
Oh, Designated Survivor.
Yeah, I'm still watching that.
Is there a new season out?
Just 3 seasons.
3. The 3rd season.
Okay.
I binge. See, Tom's not a binge watcher. He's like a episode per night.
No,
over the
I
weekend,
can't do that.
Sunday, I watched a whole season.
Well, yeah, he stayed up until like 3 a.m.
And then it starts playing on my nerves, not the show, the content in the show, and I have to step away before I throw something at the TV.
Yeah, watch it that long.
Well, it's political based and not picking sides in the political spectrum of things. It's just they're all a bunch of conniving.
They're all crooks. They're all crooks.
And and in the TV world, they can even make it even worse. It's like, how do they do stuff like that?
Yeah.
But I'm hooked on that, and I just
I'm not a political person at all, and I have my views on certain things, but I won't go looking for stories on abortion or stories on different things. I don't do that. But I do have my views.
Right.
And I love shows like that. I like House of Cards. I like what is that other one that plays? I think it plays on CBS. With Oh.
Madam Secretary?
No. No. Oh, dang it. I'm not going to remember.
No,
Anyways.
you'll remember. You'll lay down to go to sleep, or you'll be taking a nap before you go to work, and it'll pop in your mind, and you go.
Yeah, and it's the main character. Her name's Olivia, and
she's like a PI or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's real good too.
Yeah.
She was the president's campaign manager or something like that.
PR or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Scandal. That's what
Scandal.
it is, Valerie. Help me. Scandal's really good. But I love shows like that because you know what? It kind of gives you the different side.
Yeah.
It kind of, yeah. The there's certain people in the White House that can completely get away with murder.
Yeah.
All they have to have is the right people on their side.
Olivia's job was not to say you're right or wrong. Her job was to fix it.
Oh yeah.
Because she says that in the show. One of her people says, how do we know he's not he didn't commit the crime? And she says, we're not here to decide whether they're guilty or innocent. We're here to fix the situation, the fallout from them being in the media and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. I have not watched The Good Wife. I'll have to look at that, Mary, because I have not watched that.
Madam Secretary's good. I have not ever watched The West Wing, and Deb read me the Riot Act because I had not watched the West Wing.
I have never watched West Wing either. I think I may have watched 1 or 2 episodes when it was on TV still, but I just it was a little too dry for me.
I think it's more political drama than it is the other kind of, the life portion of being in politics drama, if that made any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Scandal. I thought I'd never. I mean, I burnt through that one like it was nothing. First of all, Olivia's cute as can be.
Oh yeah.
And the former Black Ops guy.
Yes.
That can hack into anything. And
they just have really good actors on that show too.
They have really good characters because he is like that chick was like his best friend at the office, and that didn't stop him from getting the information he needed.
Yeah.
So y'all check that one out when y'all don't have anything to do.
Frankie Spine says The Good Wife is good, and The Good Fight is kind of good too. I've never even heard of The Good Fight.
I've still got like 10 episodes and a whole season of Designated Survivor.
What I watched of that, which was the first 2 seasons, because that was all that was out at that time, I watched. It was good. It was really good.
I think the biggest thing is the fact that, and this is not a spoiler, this is the base of the story. The fact that he was the Housing and Urban Affairs Secretary, or Secretary of Housing and Urban Affairs. He was not really in the political spectrum at all, and he ends up being president. And I think that's a big fact. I mean, a good portion of the show is that he's having to learn to be a politician. He's having to learn how to be sneaky. His morals cannot get in the way. He's got to sometimes bend his morals a little bit. So I think that's a good part of the show too. That's on Netflix if you've got Netflix.
Get it, get it. Get it. I was prey, huh? The midwife, I tried. I watched like 6 episodes of that and I could not get into it.
Roberta liked that one.
But Mary says, I also like the show I Was Prey. I have not seen anything about that yet.
Lori,
but we done canceled our
sorry, Sally, go ahead.
We canceled our cable, and so we're just living basically on YouTube, or not YouTube, well, YouTube, and then
Get it?
also, yeah, I'm getting it over here. Thank goodness. But Netflix and Hulu. And Mary says Chick Picker's gone and we all turn to Netflix. Come back. Yeah, we live basically on Hulu and Netflix, and then we also have I share an account with my friend who has Vudu, which is you know, like from Walmart.
Yeah.
It's like a live streaming service. Yeah, 911. I watched the first couple of seasons of that, I think, either the first and second. And I really liked that one. It was, I don't know, it was all right. It wasn't the greatest or anything, but it had a good storyline to it. And I like shows like that.
You know, I think I've said it before. If I haven't, I'll say it now. My wife works for the cable company, and part of her package, her benefits package, is that we get everything. So we've got every cable channel there is, except the porn and the pay-per-view.
Well, dang it! What's the good in that? That's not much of a good deal, Tom.
We don't watch TV. I mean, I used to watch Gold Rush, and Sasha watches the one with the zombies, Walking Dead.
Oh, Walking Dead.
And then they'll watch like the FIFA soccer world's, you know, tournaments and stuff like that. But we don't. Well, we've already said if she was to leave the company, that we would just get rid of everything except our telephone and the internet, because we all watch YouTube. That's all we, you know, that and Netflix.
Well, I watched Walking Dead, and so and Valerie's had really good luck with Sling. And so when Walking Dead comes back on, that's what I'll be going to instead of getting my cable service back. Even though I could probably get it back for cheaper, because that's what they usually do. Like if you're off of it for a while, even if you're off of it for 1 month, if you are seeing that you have had an increase in your cable services, just take your cable service off for 1 month. By like 2 weeks of not having it, you will get, I'm serious, you will get an offer saying that you can, we'll have you back in a second if you just, you know, if you pay half of what you're paying or whatever.
Yeah, if you get tired of it, just don't go online and disconnect your service. Go on, call them and tell them that you want to disconnect it, because they'll immediately say, "Excuse me, I'm gonna have to connect you with somebody else," and they're gonna stick you to a retention specialist, and his job is to get you to stay. And they will give you all kinds of discounts,
freebies and discounts. Yeah,
because like in our neighborhood right now, AT&T just finished running fiber optics, and so they're really working this neighborhood pretty hard. Hey, Mr.
good
Stady.
morning, Mr. Sadie.
You know what I use?
Huh?
I bought an Android box, and I bought a service. It's called the Players Club, and I pay $8 a month, and
Really?
I've got live cable or live, TV, local and cable, all the cable channels that I want. Plus, you can pick your favorites and have like your own category of all your favorite channels. Then it has a streaming movie service called BTV and Cinema, so I can get all the latest movies and any series, anything. So I got rid of Netflix. It's an Android box, Android streaming box. I got the T9 something or other, and then if you go on Facebook, it's called the Players Club Freedom. It's with a K, Players KLUB, and ask questions on how to. You have to go through a portal called Mint Portal to get your payments set up, and then it directs you how to get the the file that has the Players Club in it, and then that file also has other streaming services, and it's all legal because they're paying to give out this service. So I pay $8 a month. So, and I got rid of Netflix. I got rid of Hulu. I got rid of Sling because I was already up to like I think I was on the $40-some package for Sling because they kept changing their setup, so you'd have to go to the next package to get the channels that you wanted. Right. And then Hulu was what, $9 a month, and then Netflix is up to like $10 a month. So I thought, for $8 a month.
Yeah.
So of course, when I first got the Players Club, they had the video on demand and the series and stuff like that. But all that particular part of it's going to nothing but live TV. But you can still get your movies and your TV shows with the other apps that you can download into that box. So it's pretty neat.
There's a lot of.
There's.
So like the box
It's kind of like.
About, is it like the one that
it's
they
the same
sell at
thing
Walmart?
It's let me look it up. I bought it a couple months ago. It should still be in my eBay thing. It's the same thing people would download the Kodi to. You remember Kodi? How you would have to go in and put all the codes and HTTP. You don't have to do that anymore. This service, they update everything. They shut down maybe once, a day, every now and then to tweak it a little bit, but they're down for maybe half hour at most. And it's usually early morning or midday when most people are at work anyway. So, and they let you know as long as you follow what's going on on their Facebook page. Oh crap! So let me.
Just let me know what that is because I'm interested in that. I was thinking about doing.
Go ahead.
I was thinking about doing like the thing that Valerie did, the card that is from Amazon. That I was thinking about doing that, but it seems like Valerie has had a lot of problems with that. And she couldn't, really get exactly what she wanted out of that. And it was supposed to have everything that was on Hulu, everything that was on Netflix, any of those streaming sites. It's supposed to have all of that. Yeah. And
this is basically, it's a box that basically turns your TV into a smart TV. It's called the Bluetooth T9 Android 8.1 Smart TV Box by Rockchip. It's a 4 gig.
Okay, start again. Bluetooth T9.
It's the Bluetooth T9 Android 8.1 Smart TV Box Rockchip. 4K media player. It was $48.75, and it's well worth it. The box is basically to turn your TV into a smart TV, and then you have to download I think it's called File Linked or something like that. But the Players Club, once you join that and just tell them you're new and that you want to know how to do all this, and they should. Some people are a little snarky on there, but some people will actually help you. So
Yeah.
And I think there's a it's pinned to the top of the page. I think it tells you exactly step by step how to download everything. If not, you can go on YouTube and see how to put the file linked in. And then once you get file linked in, you have to go to Mint Portal. It'll tell you everything. There's all kinds of ways to get the Players Club. But for $8 a month, now you have to stay on it. They might send you an email, but you gotta, you gotta stay on it to pay. Make sure you pay on time. Otherwise, they will boom. If it's 1 second after your payment's due, they shut you off. So
yeah.
But for $8 a month, I'm not complaining. Every now and then
it sounds like a good service.
And if you have a good internet service, it doesn't buffer. Like Sling would buffer, seem like every 5 minutes it would buffer. I very rarely have it buffer. I'll play it all day long and it don't buffer. And in the evening it buffers a little bit, but not nearly as bad as Sling did. So
yeah, Miss Mercedes says, if your TV is internet ready, you can get Hulu. Yeah, I have Hulu. I do have Hulu. Which I was just looking for, kind of like a more, I don't know, like a, how they have those boxes. I can't remember what the name of those are called, but they're boxes that they sell them at Walmart.
Roku's?
Yes.
Meat boxes?
Yes, Roku. I got rid of that too. I had the Roku and I had the Sling, everything on that, and it just, I don't know. I like this box pretty much, and it's a lot easier than if anybody used Kodi. It's a lot easier than Kodi, because Kodi, you had to go in and physically put in all the information, all the code numbers, all the HTTPS just to get a build. That build, and then you'd have to go in and add your apps, each app or each thing to that build by doing all that same steps. Each build would have different things.
I guess I'm just old Uncle Tom that just thinks things are too good to be true. I just cannot understand how they can sell a service for $8 that just one of their services alone costs cable subscribers $8.50.
But there's other things
like the legality of how they're doing this. Let's put it that way. And
they're the only ones that aren't pirating it. Everybody else, like Kodi, a lot of that stuff was shut down because it was being pirated. I forget which, the Genesis. It was one of the main servers on Kodi. It got shut down, and a lot of people went to jail because they were doing it illegally.
Yeah.
Players Clubs worked out some kind of deal. I don't know with who or how, but if you want pay-per-view, you have to pay to get that app, to get that in there so that you can watch it. But and if you want more than one, like for right now, I have one box, which means I can only watch it on one TV. If I want to watch it on a second TV, I have to pay for another setup. So it depends on how much, we're all through the house you want it. So, it could get up to be however many boxes people have. So,
well, like I said, I'm just questioning the legality of it, because
I don't know either. All I know is that they are, I guess because they're going through, they're paying for the service through that Mint portal, and then you pay your payment. So if there's plenty of people doing it, they can afford to provide the service.
Right.
So, but they don't have the video on demand. It's just live TV. It's kind of like, I guess it'd be kind of no different than Netflix or Hulu. I mean, they're doing it for, live TV for not Netflix, but yeah,
the satellite does
Sling.
live.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like they're just paying to use the server that transmits, I guess, would be my guess.
Yeah. Players Club Freedom, is that what she said?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Sadie says that he has AT&T Uverse internet landline, 140 a month, and he has 6 boxes. See, I don't need anything really like that, because I mean, it's just we watch TV in the bedroom, and then I mean, my son, he just doesn't watch TV, he watches YouTube. So that's been my kids since they were 15. They just quit watching TV altogether.
Yeah. I just, it's we just don't watch TV. And my wife works for the company, the cable company. We just, every once in a while, well, like the other night, no, I watched it through Netflix. I mean, through YouTube. Especially when I watched the president's speech the other night, I watched it through TV, but that was through YouTube. We just literally, we watch it more. We watch TV more during the winter when they're calling for snow. The area is going to get 1 inch of snow. Oh my God. Everybody's locked in on the Weather Channel. But
we missed you too, Texas Val. She said her dang phone's ringing off the hook this morning.
Well, if it's her business phone, then that's good.
Yep. It must be hot.
Mr. Sadie, don't get philosophical on me here now. What is legal, really? They had this thing going for a while where for pay-per-view, this outfit was like paying for one subscription, and then they were like selling other views to it, and they had some kind of equipment that would split the signal so all these other people could see these pay-per-view deals. And it they came down pretty hard on them. Well, you were on vacation for a week, playing with Kansas Valerie. So, you got to expect to get back to work, and it's Texas, so it's hot.
So it's freaking hot, humid. Yeah, Mr. Say says, I have to record Young and Restless. Oops, I mean Fast and Loud.
Well, let me tell you what. There's nothing changed on any of those soaps.
It's all the same.
In 40 years. My grandmother, she watched General Hospital. She had to watch her stories. I don't know if anybody else's grandparents or parents called it that. She had to watch her stories. She watched General Hospital, and she watched As the World Turns. And you better not disturb her while she's watching her 2 stories.
Mm-hmm. Never got into soap operas.
I used to watch Guiding Light with my mom, and then Days of Our Lives. My best friend, I would sit there summer break and watch that.
Our school bus would get home just in time for us to watch Dark Shadows. From 3 to 3:30, there was not a kid in the neighborhood outside. We would literally walk in from school, and doing snack and all that kind of stuff, and we'd have to watch Dark Shadows because it was vampires. And then it was outside till the street lights came on.
We weren't allowed to watch any of that stuff. My gosh, I was in my 20s. Wait, do you remember the show called, it was 2 girls and a guy living in a house together? Three's Company?
Three's Company.
And I was in my 20s. So we don't have to watch it in my mother's house. She said, we're not watching that trash.
My dad wouldn't let us watch it either.
No.
Because even though Jack was supposed to be gay, he wasn't gay.
Right.
But just because they were saying or pretending that he was gay, that's why we couldn't watch it.
Oh, really?
And I think, yeah, and I think because the blonde's shorts were a little too short.
But you know what? What was her name? The landlord's wife.
Oh, Mrs.
Roper.
Mrs. Roper was hot to trot all the daggone time, and they made. I mean, it was out there all the time that she was hot to trot, but that wasn't the issue. It was because Jack was pretending to be gay.
Yeah, we weren't. I don't think it was that for my mother. I think it was just the fact that the 3 of them were living together. Yeah, the short shorts. Yeah, we just weren't.
Well, you lived a protected life, didn't you? And what is she so wild now? That's the way it is. Those protected children, they get out on their own and they go wild.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wild.
Yeah, they just make us worse by doing that.
Right.
Just gets a whole lot worse. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that we couldn't watch.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all it would take was my dad, and he would have this look on his face, and we knew that we were supposed to change the channel.
We had me growing up, we had 3 channels, and that's it. We could get a 4th one. We could get a 4th one if we went outside and put a couple of blocks up under the antenna and turned it the right way. We might could get Columbia, but we got everything from Charlotte, and there was only 3 channels. No, there was 4. I take that back, because we had an independent channel that played all the good. They played all the good, which was actually owned by Ted Turner. It was one of Ted Turner's first stations, and he played all the good stuff on Friday nights about 10 o'clock. All the old horror movies would come on, and all of that kind of stuff. And my cousins loved to come up because we'd stay up to like 3 o'clock in the morning watching horror movies.
That's what I like about Comet TV. It has all those B movies and the Blob. It came from the depths or whatever it was, that giant octopus, all those weird.
Yep. But though we call them B movies. Excuse me. That was cutting technology and storylines and stuff for that era back there. I like watching those old movies.
I do too. I like on Saturdays they have Spenguli on Saturdays. Has all the old Frankensteins and Wolfman movies. Kind of looks like Dr.
That was us. Mr. Sadie says we had 3 channels, and if I played with the antenna just right, I could get a fuzzy Benny Hill. we would try. We tried to get Benny Hill. Really, I mean, it was hard, but it was funny.
My mom used to watch that, and this other one called "Are You Being Served?" from oh my God, that was so. She'd sit out there and I would laugh listening to her laugh because she was so tickled at that.
show.
And the red green show. You remember that?
Yeah.
The old man with the duct tape.
Yeah. Everything was the duct tape. Yeah, I watched that too.
They'd sit out there and just cackle, and I'd be in my room just laughing at them.
What
We
was
would.
Hyacinth? Mrs. UK residence.
Yeah. Mrs. Bucket. The Victory joke. It's the bucket woman.
Hyacinth and her pussy.
Yeah.
Eating her cat.
Yeah.
Slocum.
Would you like to pet my pussy?
Yeah. Her cat.
Holy moly.
But that was a great. Have you never seen Are You Being Served?
Oh, it's
Are you talking about-
hilarious.
Are You Being Served was Mrs. Slocum. Yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. Slocum.
Yeah.
But we would watch, because our PBS station had, like, on Saturday nights, they had all these British TV shows. We would watch
Baby.
Mrs. Bouquet, waiting, and then we'd watch Waiting for God, and what was it? Seems Like Old Times.
As time goes by, or something like that.
As time goes by. The one where they reconnect. They were like, when they were young, they were in love, and he went off to war, and they got separated. That was a good one too. But you gotta like British humor. If you don't like British humor, you don't get British humor.
I like British humor.
Yeah, I do.
It's funny.
And they have some really great TV shows. I don't remember what it was, but Roberta and I watched this show. We watched this show, and what it was about, it was a British show, and there was these two people that were like detectives, and there was always dead people involved in it, and the dead people did not know that they were dead. So at some point during the show, they would realize that they were dead, and they would just vanish. They would move on. We watched this thing for a damn year, and then all of a sudden, one of the key players has an epiphany, and their partner turns around and looks at them, and they're gone. So then he realizes he's dead too. And that's how they ended the series. And we were so damn bad. It was like, what? Because nowhere during this, it was sort of like in, Sixth Sense, I See Dead People.
Mm-hmm.
After we went back and watched some other episodes of it, and you realize that they never really interacted with anybody else, which was weird. But so it was kind of, that Sixth Sense kind of thing. But it was good. But they do have some really good. They really have some good shows. Did you see where they're making a Banana Splits movie? You remember the Banana Splits?
God.
1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana more. Well, it's a horror movie. Can't these damn people in Hollywood leave classics alone? Just leave them alone. If you can't make them like they were, just leave them alone.
They don't know how to leave good things alone.
I mean, it was like The Day the Earth Stood Still. Classic movie. Anybody that likes science fiction loves that movie. And then they came up with this damn movie with Tom, whatever his name is. Not Hanks.
Cruise.
And it was a piece of crap. Piece of crap. Just leave the classics alone.
That's hard, Mary. Yeah, if he doesn't, I mean, I know that you only have him for one more year, but try to just imprint on him as much as possible, whatever you can to make it to where he's going to be able to survive on his own, because once they get that old and it's so hard to change the way that they think. And I mean, believe me, I have one of those too. Selfish.
18 is just a year. You just,
it's hard.
It's, you think, well, they turn 18, we don't have to put up with this. Yes, you do. You're going to keep up putting up with it.
Yeah,
you're
and
try,
it doesn't matter.
You can be a little bit more forceful. You can be a little bit more forceful about what you're saying, but you still do because you love your kids.
Yeah, I mean,
the worst kid in our church, and it was the preacher's kid, because he would come up with some of the best crap to get into. That was either you're going to be on restriction for about a week, 2 weeks, or you're going to get your ass beat. It's one of those two things. And my the kids I hung around with when I was like 11, 12, 13, we all hung. I mean, our families did a lot of stuff together. So if somebody got into if we got into trouble, the first parent there was the one that started dishing out the beatings, because the other parents would say whatever. Nowadays, if you were to do something like that, oh God. That's always when I would take my boys someplace and they would take their friends with them. I would tell their parents, until I drop them back off here, they're mine. So if one person gets a beating, everybody gets a beating. If you have a problem with that, then they need to get out the car and come back. And they're like, no, we're cool.
You were told not to punish him. See, that to me, that is that's asking for him not to live under my house, my rules.
Yeah.
When you're told not to punish him, that's a little harder to deal with. Maybe Nick needs to just take off and live just with him and his son until he turns 18, Yeah, that's hard, Mary. That is sad too. Yeah. I mean, but maybe that's a lot to ask you, as a parent, when you've raised your own kids and you know what what you're doing, what the best decision is, and if you and him can't come to an agreement on something, then it's gonna be a fight every time. That's gonna be an argument and pushing you two further apart. So I mean, I couldn't do it. If you told me, here, this kid's gonna live under your roof, but you can't punish him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I couldn't have it.
That child needs to live someplace else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. If he thinks
shack is mine. This little shack is mine, and Roberta's. Anybody else that lives in this house is passing through. And now that they're all of age, they can pass through at any time they want to. Now, I don't want my kids to leave until they're really financially and ready to do so. But this is my house, and I make the rules. And if you can't live by it, there's the fucking highway. Pardon my French.
Yeah. Seriously, I mean, if I couldn't do that. I mean, I don't care if they're, 17 about to turn 18. You live under my house. I don't care if you're 20. If you live in my house,
I'm with you. I don't care if you're 35. If you're under my roof and I'm paying the bills, my rules.
Yeah.
My rules, or there's the highway.
Yeah. And even, even
getting ready to here in a few minutes. Kimmy's gonna go with me.
I'll meet you.
What's up? What's new?
Did I mute her? I thought I muted her. There we go.
There.
I didn't think we could unmute people.
I didn't think so either.
Because I
And
hit
it just
the mute button at the same time you did, and you must have muted her, and I unmuted her.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway.
That is a really hard thing to deal with, Mary. And just for the sake of you and Nick's relationship, I think that's what I would do. What I would suggest is he either needs to find some place to move out on his own right now by himself, or Nick needs to move with them. If you are stuck with the limitations of of not being able to discipline. And that, that's going to be hard because,
what you need to do, he's not 18 yet. Is that
no?
What you need to do is you need to count the days out till 18. You need to get you a whiteboard that sticks to the front of the refrigerator, and every day, like if it's 60 days till he's turns 18, erase it, put 59.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then when they finally say, "What's with the number on it?" That's how many days it is before he turns 18. And if he doesn't get into the program, that's how long he's gonna have before he moves out.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
sometimes you got to be bad at that.
He gets really good grades and doesn't get into trouble, but he's just really disrespectful. She says, I can last one more year if my son doesn't beat his ass first.
Maybe that would be is one coming from you.
Do you have kids at home too, Mary?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she already has grown kids.
And then she has more? She has like a second.
She's got she has a son that lives at home, and then next son that lives there. Yeah, that's hard, Mary.
Dang, with the name like Grandma Magic Classics, I thought she's about my age. She's young.
Yep.
I tell you what, children, you gotta love them, because they'll send you to prison for drowning them. That's what a friend of mine's daughter. He remarried, and he had a daughter, and the girl he married had 3 little boys, and his daughter was like 16, and the little boys were like 10, 8, and 6. And I asked her one day, I said, what do you think about your what do you think about having little brothers? She says, I love them, because if I drown them, I'm going to go to prison. I said, okay.
I mean, yes, kids can drive you freaking nuts. But, I mean, you love them, and, you just do the best you can.
Well, it's probably hard on him, Mary, it's probably hard for your son to see you being treated in a way he doesn't like, It's got to be hard for him.
Yeah.
I know my kids would not stand for it, I got to tell you.
No, and, the son that I have that lives here now, Jonah, he's my youngest, and sometimes my oldest would say things and do things when he lived here, and it was like enough to make him, come to me and, say, something's got to change. Yes, there's Booty Brandon. Lori looked just in time too. She goes like this.
Brandon, come back.
Whoop, there it is. Well, it's hard. I mean, having blended family. I mean, I haven't had that problem. I haven't had to deal with that, but people that I know that have had blended families, it's been tough, especially when they're like teenagers. When they're little, you can kind of like bend their wheel and that type of thing. But when they get to be teenagers, it's hard for them to have a meeting of minds. But well, y'all, I've got to go do some work. Oh, by the way, yesterday, I didn't mean to cut and run on you. For some reason, the YouTubes dropped to me, and I didn't realize that we were offline until about, I guess, 20 minutes later. Somebody said, we're offline. So I apologize for that.
Oh, you thought you were still on?
Yeah, we thought we were still on.
Oh. I wasn't working yesterday.
Sorry. Yeah, that's the only thing, Mary, is that sometimes not even that can change somebody that's, yeah, she says it's been 2 years. Sometimes that won't even make a difference.
Yeah, Liz. Doing the gas can debate. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I bet y'all thought, God, he's got mad. And he just cut this thing off and left. Because Tara was on me. I mean, Jim was on me about that yesterday.
About a gas can?
Okay. The new lawnmowers, you cannot run gas in new lawnmowers that has ethanol in it because it messes up your carburetor.
Okay.
So at Lowe's, you can go out there and buy gallon cans of this True Fuel is what it's called. And it's like $15 a gallon. Well, Jim's like loses his damn mind about it because he's like, you can just go out to the gas station and get super unleaded or whatever, high test, which is what we used to call it, and it doesn't have any ethanol in it for like $5. Well, Jim, no, actually I did because I thought all gas had ethanol in it now. So that was on my deathbed, Jim will come up to me and go, Tom, I'm glad you finally quit buying that $15 again gasoline.
Oh my God.
He was giving me up the road about that yesterday.
Hey there, Summer.
I thought all fuel nowadays had ethanol in it.
I thought it did too. And I work at a gas station. I thought it was all pretty much the same. I mean,
See, and I did not know that you couldn't run ethanol in them until I went to use it a couple of summers ago for the first time of the year, and I couldn't get it to start. And I called because it was still under the warranty because I hadn't had it very long. And I called the manufacturer, and he said, "Have you put like gasoline from the gas station from it?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, that voided the warranty on it because you can only use gasoline without ethanol in it." I'm like, okay, why wasn't there a tag on that damn gas cap that said ethanol-free fuel only? So anyway, it was getting kind of carried away yesterday afternoon when we got dropped. And well,
that's awesome, Mary. Mary said, "Fuck the bills," and she's going away this weekend.
Good for her.
Yeah, that's awesome. Where are you going? Yeah, bills will still be there. They'll be waiting for you. Egg says people around here call it boat gas typically. You can run regular gas in it, Tom, with ethanol. They're saying it could just gunk up the carb.
Yeah.
If that happens, you just clean the carburetor.
Yeah, I just got me some of that quick start spray, and
yeah,
Sergey started pulling the crank, and I kept spraying until we got that sucker cranked up.
Heck yeah.
But we don't. People say, well, if you buy gas from the like marinas and stuff like that, you don't have the road tax portion in it. For your
right
whatnot. Well, down here, I'd rather go pay the boat tax and pull my boat up, put it on the trailer, take it to the gas station, fill it up with gas there, and pay the road tax on it, because it's still cheaper than buying it from the freaking marina.
right.
I guess.
Right. Actually, we don't even have any stations on our marina here.
Our gas at the marinas are about $2 more than at the gas station, because it's convenience. Well, first of all, if you got one of these big boats that you don't put up on a trailer, or it's kind of a job to put on a trailer, who wants to deal with that? So let's gouge them for $2 more and call it good. The man just tried to understand.
Oh, awesome, Mary. So, so then you're all going to the hotel? Or is it just going to be you? Oh, cool. Yeah. Hank says she usually makes a trip out to the non-ethanol carrying station, then load up to run it in our mowers and bikes and stuff.
Cool.
Oh, just you and Nick. That's good. That's good. That you get a weekend away from the kids. I think you need that.
I'm gonna get off here. I gotta go to the Pines Pet Cemetery and pick Tanner up. So that's what Tracy called. She's upset. So
yeah,
trying to calm her down a little bit. So I'm gonna go get him and put him on his little mantle. So I will see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
So, bye, y'all. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Get lots of sales. We're gonna get off of here too. We're gonna shut her down because it's 11 o'clock.
Yep.
And we will see you all tomorrow. We should be on my channel.
Bye, everybody.
Tom's gonna be out of here, so everybody get good sales.
I might be in here for a few minutes, but then I'll have to get pretty because I'm going to go have lunch with the boss tomorrow.
Right. Have a good day, guys.
Bye.